Hey guys, how y'all doing today? This is D Durrell with D Durrell Life Solutions. Hope everybody's having an excellent day. So today I'm going to talk. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I've found on YouTube that seems to be spreading around like wildfire, and a lot of people are making content about this. So my question is, and I'm going to answer this, and I'm going to speak from my perspective: is black fatigue real? Is that a real thing? Is that such a thing? And is this quote unquote black fatigue that pretty much was stated on a major network as a guy was talking about this? It has made its way to being a topic of many discussions online. And so my position is, I think that if you want to call it black fatigue, if you want to call it black fatigue, there is such a thing, and it is real in the black community. Far too often, for so many years, there have been so many black people, or African Americans, if FBA, ADOS, who are just stressed out, who are just worn out, stressed out physically, mentally, or who are just fed up with living in this country, dealing with all the obstacles that one has to as a person of African descent. One of the hardest things as it relates to this is the fact that when African American people, or African Americans who are descendants of slavery, speak on these issues, the gaslighting, the apathy, the pushback that seems to be the response of one merely speaking the African American experience. That to many African Americans, I'm not speaking for the whole our group as a whole, but from my experience and the complaints that I've heard of others, is that when they speak to other groups, the lack of empathy, the lack of understanding, the lack of trying to understand, in reverse, the responses are, you should be happy to be an American. You should be, what are you crying about? You have this, you have all these different things. And the response is so conflictual, but in a sense as if you're the problem. You're the reason you're experiencing these things. It's not everybody else. And unfortunately, guys, for many African Americans, they minimize or reduce their interaction outside of the professional arena with other groups of people. Although racism can bear its ugly head in any aspect of our life, the fact of the matter is that the overwhelming majority of other people who are non-black refuse to, and even if they try, cannot relate, or they don't want to, or they feel it's not in their interest. Okay? And in 2025, and actually in my position before that, I understand it and I accept that. And so this is a black issue that we as black people have to resolve ourselves. And part of that is, the more we value ourselves, the more that we understand ourselves, value ourselves, and become interdependent and supportive of one another, then we can X out our reliability and codependency on other groups of people for the things that we can do for ourselves. Therefore, we don't have to talk to anybody about anything, because a lot of what we go through is related to our interaction with people outside of our group. So if we minimize that interaction with other people, then we can minimize the black fatigue. Not to say it's going to be eliminated, but to say that it will be greatly reduced. So that's my perception on that. As a therapist, that's my perspective. I will go live and talk more about this topic in the near future. Have a great day.